What is up, friends? Welcome back to another One Take Tuesday on a Wednesday. Second week in a row I've done my Tuesday video on a Wednesday, but that's all right. Still getting it done. Wasn't feeling real great yesterday. Didn't get out and film anything, but it is a beautiful day in East Texas, and it is a great time of year because baseball is upon us. And hey, we're going to talk about baseball and faith in just a second, but this is a One Take Tuesday. Everything that you see from beginning to end is one take, no cuts, no edits. What you see is exactly what you get. Thank you so much for tuning in today. But it's that great time of year. For me, this is one of my favorite times. The weather's starting to warm up and the boys of summer are playing baseball. Our kids are playing. We've got our son playing baseball, our daughter is playing softball. And this is just a great time. We're fixing to start games this weekend. Opening day is on Saturday, and it's just time to get out there and play and have a great time. And you can tell it's baseball season by a couple different things, not just because the Rangers are on our TV a lot of nights, but you can also tell because there's a nice yellow dusting of pollen everywhere, and spring has sprung, and being out in the dust and the pollen and stuff several nights a week for practices, man, just messes up my allergies and my sinuses, and you know it's baseball season when that's going on. You can also tell it's baseball season because in the back of our cars are now full of lawn chairs and cleats and equipment bags, and those things will be there for the next 2 months so that we know that we've got everything and don't have to worry about loading and unloading everything for whatever practice or whatever game we're going to. So you just know it's baseball season when that stuff just lives back there. But today we're talking about baseball, and we're talking about faith. And I've been a Texas Ranger fan as long as I can remember. I grew up in Arlington, grew up going to some games and watching them on TV, collecting baseball cards and my favorite players. Man, I just bleed Ranger blue, right? And I love them. No matter if they're winning or losing, they're my team. I love reading about them. I love watching the games. I love, just reading about all the players and learning about them and all these kinds of different things. Back in 2010, 2011, we got to go to the World Series 2 times, had the opportunity to go to a couple playoff games as well as a World Series game. Some of the best baseball, best game atmosphere that I've ever been a part of. And it was just a blast. And I can remember my sister and I were sitting at one of the games, and there were some kids behind us. And they were maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. And they were just happy to be there, right? They were cheering on the Rangers, and it was a lot of fun. And I looked at my sister, and I can remember we had this conversation that, growing up a Rangers fan and having followed them over the years, we didn't have a lot of these, a lot to be excited about sometimes, right? We had a few playoff berths here and there, but we never gone this deep in the playoffs, never made it to a World Series. And this was all these kids knew, right? Their team was the best. And that was kind of their starting point for them, and that's going to be kind of sad as things have maybe gone downhill since then. But these kids, they don't understand the heartache of being a fan right now. They are just celebrating their team playing well and being in the World Series, and so just a difference in perspective on that. But a baseball season right now, the Rangers are 3-2. We're only 5 games in. We've got a 3rd game against the Astros tonight, hoping to win that so we take the series. It's still really early, but it's fun to be excited about good baseball. It's fun to be excited about coming back and beating a team and watching your team do those things. And I can't even imagine the grind and all the hard work that goes into a season for these athletes. For us as fans, 162 games, that's a lot of ups and downs, right? No matter how bad or how good your team is, there's going to be times where, man, you're just clicking on all cylinders, and you put together some wins, and you may win 8 out of 10 games, or you may have some kind of streak, and then turn around in the exact same season and nothing's going right. Nobody is doing anything. You're losing games that you should have won. And it's just frustrating, right? This baseball season is months and months, and it's ups and downs and highs and lows and comeback wins and blowing leads and all those kinds of things. But it's hard as a fan, but it's so much fun at the same time. And I have to remember that no matter what happened last night, today is a totally different thing, and there's a brand new game, right? There's a brand new game, brand new lineup, even though it's a lot of the same guys. And I think our faith is like that sometimes, right? There's going to be times in our faith where, man, it seems like everything is going so great. Anything we do, God is working that out, and it just seems like man, God's just pouring out the blessings. And there's going to be other times where, man, it just seems like everything we do isn't working. We're frustrated and we feel distant from God, right? And it's just those highs and the lows of our faith. And Scripture talks about this, that in our faith, it is a race, right? It's a long distance race, and we've got to endure that race. We've got to do our best in everything that we do. In Hebrews 12, it says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." Man, Jesus has called each one of us to live a life that honors and glorifies him. He's put a race before us. He leads us places that we could never go on our own. And he wants to be the author and the perfecter of our faith. And there's times where, yeah, we're going to feel like we're in a slump, where we're, not hitting the ball, and we're just having a terrible time, like in baseball. And Jesus says, just keep going, just push through, just trust me, just follow me, especially now when it's hard. And then when things get better, continue to trust me, continue to walk and run in your faith. And Christ is going to lead us through all of those things. And so baseball's upon us. The season is here. Right now, things are a lot of fun with the Rangers, but it could all change like that tomorrow, right? Things could go downhill really quickly. But my faith in the team, my love for the team isn't going to fail. It's not going to change. And in our faith, Christ's love and his faithfulness to us is not going to change. He just asks us to continue to trust him and to keep running the race. So I just want to encourage you today to run the race that God has put before you. Don't try to run somebody else's race. Don't try to do what somebody else is doing, but really seek God and say, okay, God, what is it that you want me to do? What is the calling that you've put on my life? Help me to run that race as hard as I can and to do my best to honor and glorify you in everything. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what your favorite baseball team is. Or if you don't like baseball, tell me what your favorite sport is, and I'll pray for you, and maybe you'll start liking baseball. I'm just kidding. But hey, make sure you like this video if you liked it. Hit subscribe also so you can be part of our crew, and ring that notification bell so that you'll know about all of our upcoming videos. Got something exciting, I think, trying to come around Easter. I'll let you know a little bit more about that next week. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, walk humbly. And by the way, today is my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. I hope you have a great day. Love you.